Hi everyone, I'm JD. I'm back with another tutorial. When I made my napkin envelopes and did that video, quite a few commented on just how they liked them, and it gave them the inspiration to also give this a try. And I had some people ask, what size envelopes do I make? And just things like that. So with all those comments in mind, and people asking for tutorials and things, I thought I would try doing a tutorial of my napkin envelopes. Just to show you them, here is what they look like again. I made a few more because the lovely Krista from Second Chance Creations gave me some napkins in a happy mail that she sent me. And look, this was my favourite napkin that she sent me, and I made these ones with it. And this was my second favourite one that she sent me. And again, because I like to do giveaways, and anytime I do anything in bulk, if you would like one of these, let me just see, or one of these ones as well. She gave me these napkins too, which I already had as well, and she mentioned that she had the same ones, which was kind of cool. It was like twinsies. And so maybe, I've already done a giveaway with these ones, so maybe if you would like, I don't know, even if you would like them, but I always just want to give the opportunity. If you would like one of these, let me know, and yeah, just comment which one you like best, and I will again send one or two to a couple of people. So yeah, I hope that makes sense. Just with these three designs, since I've already done the giveaway with the other designs. So yeah, hope you guys got a good enough look at those. Sorry. Alright, so that's that napkin she gave me, and I'll just show you, that's the other one she gave me. I'm hoarding these now. And she gave me some other ones, but I'm saving these ones. I think I want to use these in a travel journal and use these to cover actual pages rather than envelopes. But we'll see what I do. These are some napkins I found myself. These were the only two I could find where I am in the small country town where I live. And so I haven't made any napkins with this one yet. So let's do it with this. The first thing is, I did not know you could do this. I didn't even know you could make things out of napkins until I saw the amazing people on YouTube with their tutorials. It's a little tricky sometimes to find, the edge. But all you do is peel it off, the top layer. Some have more than one layer, some have two, so you just peel off each layer, and you want to keep the top one. Sometimes you can use the second layer because it has, the picture faintly on it, and you can use that in your craft projects and things, which I've done a couple of times. So just be a bit careful as you pull it off, you don't want to rip it. Now how cool is that? I never even knew that, well, I knew it came in layers, but I didn't know you could make things out of this top layer, and that is beautiful. Alright, so there is our napkin layer. What I use all different types of book pages. You can use any. You'd probably want something a little thicker, just sturdy with the glue on and everything, and because it's an envelope. But I've got a whole range of these music books from an op shop. Just randomly found them, and there were like, I think 6 in this series, and each was a different colour book, and I've used quite a few of them. These are the last two I'm down to, and I use them for pages in journals and things, but I just rip out the pages as well and make my envelopes out of them. So I like the look of the music paper showing through the napkin. Not sure if you can see, like this isn't probably a very good one that you can kind of see it faintly through, so that's why I like using music paper. But you can definitely use just normal writing from a normal novel, I suppose. Okay, so what I do is, first of all, make the envelopes. So I think I want to use this side, maybe, yeah, alright. It's all going to get covered over anyway, really, with the napkin. And I just, wherever I feel like putting it, you can make it a deeper envelope, or like this size, or this size, depending on the size of your journaling card. Maybe that will show you how wide to make it. Let me just see if I can. I'll use a tag. So pretend this is a journaling card. If you want it, like, measure it like that kind of thing, and that will be your tag there. But I'm not too fussed about having it exact, because if it's too big, it doesn't matter. You can just have the tag sitting that far down, or the journaling card. So I'm going to make it about that big. Hope you can see the sizes. Like, I don't measure anything. And then, again, like, you could make a envelope, you know, this big, if we're looking at this side here, this big, this big, this big, whatever. Go by your, you know, your journal page, whatever size your journal page is. Let me get a journal. So, for example, if you wanted to place a envelope here, you need to measure it. So you'd go like there. Again, I just eyeball it. I kind of know how wide my pages are. It doesn't matter if it's too narrow. And even if it's too wide, you can always cut it down afterwards anyway. So, like, I'm just going to use maybe here as a guide. And then I just rule it. And even, like, you don't actually need to rule it with the music paper, which is what I love, because the line's are already there for you. And then, sorry about the shadows, just cut it down there. And you can get 2 envelopes, maybe 3 out of a page here. I'm just going to do one for this tutorial so it doesn't get too long. And then all I do for the flap of the envelope, again, I just eyeball it. And here, you can make it bigger. I'm not sure if I'm going to explain this very well. But so the flap is bigger, and you can have the journaling card kind of tuck out a bit more, if that makes sense, like poking out the top. Like, you could even fold it here if you wanted, and then you've got all that space to put a journaling card if you want, like if it's too big or whatever. Or you could put it right flush with that line here, the flap. I like to do it just a little bit above that. Again, no measuring or anything. I've made quite a lot of these, so I kind of know where I want to put it now. And then again, you just find where you want to cut it across and do that. So you can have a wider flap, a narrower flap. That's just the kind of width I like, but you know, it could be whatever you want. So I hope I'm explaining this okay. And I'm sorry, I'm kind of zoomed out. This is like the my setup with the camera and everything. I don't really know how to do anything else but this, sorry. Okay, so then I get my double-sided tape. You could use glue if you want, but I definitely love double-sided tape. And I have got this quite thick tape. The only one I can really get in this town, but I'm thankful I can even get it at all. I was amazed, really. And I just, to make it go further, cut it down the middle and then use that. And then I just put them on the sides of my envelope. One there, and then another one over here. I love double-sided tape. If you're a junk journaler, it's your best friend. Well, for me it is anyway. Especially for anytime you're making a pocket or a tuck spot, the double-sided tape is definitely my go-to. I love it. Okay, so then you just peel it off. And in fact, I never used double-sided tape. It wasn't until junk journaling that I got into double-sided tape, and it came through Happy Mail. So someone from my very first Happy Mail, a lady from America, sent me a whole big roll of double-sided tape, and once I discovered it, I haven't looked back. Okay, so there is your envelope. How cool is that? Your flap, Now time to stick it on. So let me just get these things out of the way. Sorry. I keep knocking my camera. I don't know how other people do this, but I like stand just so I can, and I watch it through the camera just to know that it's focused. And my back gets really sore because I'm leaning over the table, and I don't know how you guys do it. If you can sit while you film, that would be brilliant. But then you can't see the camera, and if you're in focus. So I don't know. How do you do it? Let me know. Ugh, sorry about my glue stick. Look at that. Ugh. Then all I do is glue it with a glue stick. So I don't use my craft glue for this. I swear by my craft glue for everything else. But for a napkin, I use my glue stick because it's just a bit, what's the word? I don't know. I really don't know. But it just works with a napkin, trust me. And I know other people use like Mod Podge. I don't even... Is that an American thing? I don't know. And some people like use a brush and use, I think, Mod Podge, and they go over it, over the top as well. But I just use a glue stick. It's simple and it works, so that's what I do there. And I'm just going to trim around it for now while it dries a little bit. Sorry, look how rough that is. And then I flip this bit over and get the top. So I glue this part. And you can rip the napkin if you want. That kind of has a good effect too. And you don't have to cover the whole thing. Like, you can cover, let's see, like go along here maybe, like rip it, or just have it this part here, because it's going to get covered over anyway. And there's so much you can do. You can use it however you like. But for me, at the moment, I just am playing with doing it like this. And so I just line it up. And again, you don't have to go all the way to the edges if you don't want to. But just for this one I am. And then stick it down like that. And again, I'm just going to trim off the edges just so it's easier to show you. And I haven't glued that very well, sorry. But you can just go over any spots that come up with your glue stick. And then all you do to finish is trim it up. So go around the outside and cut off all along the edges. So, glue gets everywhere, doesn't it? Okay. Sorry, again, concentrating. Alright. And then this one. So yeah, it is really simple. And just discovering new ways of using things and reusing things, which I absolutely love too. Sorry I'm not in frame. Oh gosh. Okay, so it's a bit rough because I'm kind of doing this, as I said, standing up and through a camera. But yeah, I like to do this, like put the TV on or listen to some music and then just spend a night creating these. As I said, I make things in bulk. And there you have it. So I hope that was helpful. And I mean, look, it's really rough, I'm sorry. I'll go over and fix it up and make sure the edges are glued properly. But yeah, that's just how I do it. And I am absolutely loving how it looks. And you can make quite a lot. Like I can make maybe 8 or 9 envelopes using this, and especially if you use less of it, you could get more. So yeah, have a play, get some napkins and some papers. Like you could even just use plain copy paper or any paper really, and just that's how you do the envelope. You can play around with different designs and stuff, but let's just keep it basic for now. And that is the envelope. Have a go. And yeah, if there's any other kind of tutorials you'd like me to share, just let me know. I'm always happy to see how I can help in any way, and always like to see other people inspired and giving things a go, and yeah, discovering this world of junk journaling that is just so fun. And yeah, if you want to enter that giveaway for those other envelopes, I will make some of these as well, so I'll include this design as well. If that's another one that you would like, just let me know in the comments, and yeah, I will get in touch again later on with the winners. So thank you so much for watching, hope that was helpful. Bye.